I do not own any rights to the music. All rights belong to Ryan Caraveo. We got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Man, I hate to say somebody's having such a hard time with like finances, stability, or they're losing something. But it seems like somebody has been going through a hard time where either there's been a lack of effort on their part, or there's been a lack of effort in regards to someone else, or they just keep feeling like they're hitting a brick wall. Like no matter what they do, it's like unsuccessful. Maybe there's this feeling of feeling like they don't know what they're doing. But it's like
everything will be okay.
Everything will be okay.
You shouldn't feel bad.
You shouldn't feel bad.
It's not your fault. When you hear the sound, it will all make sense. When you hear this, you will discover the new you. When you hear the sound, you will enter your next phase. It's going to be okay. Butterfly boy. It's time for you to take control.
Right. So you may have like suffered all of these losses and feel like you've been missing out on opportunities, but you're wanting to pick yourself up from your bootstraps. And part of that might also be allowing people in a way and reaching out to people. Maybe having support among the people that you know that you can count and depend on. Or at least allowing people in. Knight of Pentacles. And I feel like you need to move forward letting go of connections that you know aren't bringing anything to you, aren't there for the long term. I feel like it's really a time of being selfish and being grounded and just focusing on yourself and focusing on your goals. And aligning with things that benefit your growth. And cutting loose anything that is kind of snuffing you out in a way. I need to be alone. I need to be a leader, but you keep me in the dome. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Strength. Yeah, it's going to take you some strength and solid boundaries in order to cut off some of these ties, some of these communications. Don't reach out to people that ain't doing nothing for you. It's one thing if they're coming into your vicinity and you have to place some boundaries. But if you're reaching out to people who you know aren't doing anything for you, this is something that you are going to have to overcome and work on. And keep your crown on. Have a little bit more, I feel like, self-respect for yourself. Like I said, make yourself a priority. Queen of Cups. He said, yeah, I'm so selfish. Yeah, you need to pull back in some of that. You have this unconditional, like, loving energy about you, and that's part of the reason that you end up suffering losses, because you give to the point, you give of yourself, your emotions, your time, your energy, to the point that you are depleted and nobody is giving back to you, right? So then you suffer all of these losses, and then you have to build yourself up by yourself. And the unconditional love that you're showing for people, it's becoming evident that you're not receiving the same. So it's nice to have that light and love, but you need to pull in the reins and create a balance within yourself. We're not just light and love. There is also that shadow side. And while we want to heal the hurts of the shadow side, we also want to understand and realize that it is part of us. And we need to create a balance within ourselves. And you can't have the love and light to the extent that people are running all over you and you're giving it to everyone, but you're not showing it to yourself. So you need to rein in some of that to people who are undeserving and show yourself the love that you've been trying to give to everybody else. Oh. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Page of Swords. Six of Cups. Two of Cups in the reverse. Deep as I can swim, I just wanna see your ass again. You drive me crazy, I think I like it. This isn't healthy, but it's exciting. I'm thinking, like, part of the reason that it might be so hard is because some of these connections are ones that are dear to your heart, and you've had them for a long time, or you just feel this bond and this connection with some of these people that you're giving so much to. It could be family members, it could be siblings, it could be best friends, it could be cousins, it could be like romantic connections where you feel extremely bonded to people for some past life connections, but it's like, it's just, it seems like some of them you're repeating like karmic shit, and it's like learning the same lesson in different situations, and all of these lessons you've had to create boundaries and be able to put yourself first in a situation. Quit beating your head against the wall. He says, I'm drowning in the deep end, baby. I like how the bubbles look. Like, I keep putting myself in these situations. Like, I must like it. But if you don't like it, you need to do something to change these situations. It doesn't matter how connected you are to them, whether it's any loved one, family, friend, soulmate.
I'm an athlete, and I like to work out every day.
But the fact of the matter is,
Wear and tear on my body, it can be stiffness and
sometimes we see these things for what we want them to be.
exercise routine and recover faster are the THC.
And in retrospect,
They have
realize that we have been misled.
specifically for relaxing the body, and it just feels so good after a long workout. And plus, they help me sleep better. Possibly the best part is that I can weekly and easily order them online.
And some of these people are also realizing that you are realizing this.
2 business days. So it's really discreet packaging. It's really quick. And for a limited time, you can get 20% off site-wide with the code FIRST20. So why be in a bad mood? You can change your mood at HelloMood.co.
Three of Wands. I'm about to blast off. Regardless, you are, or you need to, like, look ahead, because there are things that can fulfill you up ahead for you in your future. You just have to be prepared to leave some things behind. Right? And stay observant and be watchful and see things for what they are. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Four of Swords in the reverse. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Six of Wands in the reverse to clarify the Knight of Wands in the reverse. There could be, in a way, people who are intentionally, like, taking action to suppress and keep you down. And it could just be also that because of the losses and because of the feeling of suppression, whether it's caused by people or whether it's just this weight that's overwhelming you, it's like because of all of that, you could be suffering, I don't even want to say intense depression, but it's to the point where, like, you're almost becoming numb to some situations. Like it's all going on around you, and you know it's going on around you, but at the same time, you're just like coasting through it, but you still feel that feeling of suppression. And for some of you, if you're dealing with something that you know is not situational or from people, and you could possibly be dealing with some suppression with entities or just negative energy around you, you could be feeling this like whenever you're laying in bed and it's like looming. But you say your prayers, or at least you need to be. Because there is some energy of something wanting to intentionally keep you down. But I feel like it goes back to only if you let it. Only if you let it. Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah, like keeping your own self stuck by, I don't know. I'm hearing like engaging, like mentally engaging in some things, or by not, like by avoiding it. But either way, it's like you can't get peace of mind in this situation because you're staying stuck on something. Justice in the reverse. You're getting stuck on the injustices that you have faced and stuff. I feel like everything, that's what it is. Like everything that you have been through is beating you down and beating you down and beating you down. And it's maybe hard for you to redirect that into a manifestation of moving forward or of having what you deserve, because you're just focusing on what has happened and what you have received. But that's what is keeping you stuck. It's like you need to get up and take some action. Because your ships are ahead, but you have to leave some things behind, including your own toxic behaviors. It could be toxic behaviors. It could be addictions. It could be obsessive thoughts. It could be actual entity attachments. Like, you have to recognize and understand that there's something that you're bonded to that is intentionally holding you back, and you have to do the work to release it. You can't just lay down and let this thing suppress and suffocate you, thinking about all that you've been through and what has happened. For some of you, you could be not able to move forward because you're going through court shit due to your addictions. This place just won't go around. You got the Queen of Wands here. But you're somebody who is in like your creative energy. Like, there could be some projects or something that you want to be working on or should be working on. For some of you, it could be you obtaining your power and finally being able to break free from a toxic connection or relationship. You know, seeing your self-worth, having your own glow up. With the Hierophant and the reverse, that could definitely be releasing connections, or you have been staying committal to some I don't want to disrespect nobody, but I'm gonna be like weird. I'm gonna say like weird situationships, or like you accepted less, or you just accepted some funky situations and kept yourself tied into that. And now, like I'm saying, we're going all over the board, but this is for a lot of people, or for multiple people anyhow. So don't take this word for word. Just take what resonates to your situation and just leave the rest for somebody else who it belongs to. We had the Chariot in the reverse, and everything is fine in the reverse. It's like realizing that all of this is not okay, and putting a direct, like, immediate, I want to say 360, an immediate 360 roundabout away from anything that has been hurting and harming you. It's like you feel how these things are affecting you and immediately just cutting everything out. Because some of it is negative and harmful intention. And even if it wasn't, you need to start putting yourself first. Because there's something out there that's for you. It's just been waiting on you to make the right decision. And to put some effort and energy into it. Take some action. Do what you got to do to leave some shit behind. And to love yourself more. Page of Cups in the reverse, because you haven't been. Somebody's running out of battery. That's your problem right there. You keep giving to shit that's not giving to you, and it's hurting you. And you don't have anybody refilling that into you, and you're not giving it to yourself, so the world, putting it into some cycles. Three of Cups in the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Ending some like fruitless connections and putting your time and effort and energy into things that are fulfilling to you and lifting you up. That's what you need to be doing.